Welcome back to Down and Dirty Yogi's Yoga Booty Challenge, day 9. We're almost done. One more day after this. It's morning and I thought it'd be interesting to do the video in a bit of silhouette. It's a young channel. I can do what I want to do, right? So let's just get started at the top of our mats. Inhale, bring your hands up towards the sky, and then exhale, forward folds. Inhale, come up to your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, straight into your down dog. Push back here. Take one breath or two, and then on an inhale, lift your heels up to your tiptoes, and then exhale, push your heels back down towards the ground. Inhale up, and then exhale, heels down. Inhale, and then take your right leg and lift it up to the sky, toes pointed. Take a few breaths here, and you're going to rock forward, not quite all the way into a plank, but keep your arms strong so you're really high up. Your back leg that's on the ground isn't really coming all the way to plank, almost like a half down dog. So leg is still at an angle as you're doing this. So inhaling, pushing back, and then exhaling, pushing forward. Keep that leg lifted and strong. Inhale, and then exhale, push back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, push back. Bring your leg down. And then take another breath, and then inhale, up and down on your tiptoes again. Inhaling to your tiptoes, and then exhaling, pushing your heels back down towards the ground. And then inhale your left leg up into the air. Same thing on this side. Again, we're not coming straight into a plank, more like a quarter plank. Your leg is still at an angle, like you're just trying to keep that down dog, but you're lifting that back leg and you're following the same breath that you had on the other side. So just breathe here, inhaling, coming forward, and then exhaling, pushing back. Now bring your both feet back down to the ground. Exhale, and then come on down into child's pose. Take a few breaths here. On an inhale, come up to all fours, and then exhale, push back into down dog again. Take a breath or two here in down dog, and then bring your right knee down to the ground. Extend your left leg behind you, and then inhale, lift your leg so it's parallel with the ground. And then exhale, lower your toes towards the ground very slowly, and then inhale, lift. Hold here, and then exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Keep following your breath, and remember, this is a yoga bum challenge, so send your breath towards your ass. That's where we need our energy to go. And then exhale, switch sides. So inhale, lift that leg, and then as you exhale, lower your foot towards the ground, toes pointed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep following your breath and send your loving energy to your backside. Keep breathing. We really want to hold that leg up as long as we can, and then on an exhale, come back down to all fours. Inhale, and then exhale, back to your down dog. So take another breath or so here in down dog. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift our right foot, bend your knee, and bring it towards your chest as you rock into that kind of like partial plank. With your knee bent, lift your knee and your foot up in the air, and then extend. Exhale, push back into your down dog with your leg lifted. So inhale, we're going to lift that knee towards our chest, then extend in our kind of 3/4 of a way plank, and then knee back to chest, push back to your down dog on an exhale, and then inhale your foot up into the air. That was a lot. You might have to rewind. So switch sides now if you've gotten that. So inhale, bring your knee towards your chest, and then lift that leg up and out, knee back in, and then exhale back to your down dog with your leg lifted. it's complicated, but getting a yoga booty is not an easy feat. So come on down, 2 feet, exhale down into child's pose. Take a breath here in child's pose. Fully release down to the ground. And then on an inhale, we're going to come back up to all fours. Tuck your toes, and you're going to lift your knees, not all the way like into plank, but just lift your knees up off the ground like you're in a modified plank. And from here, we're going to inhale, lift your right leg and extend, and exhale, bring that knee into your chest. So inhale, extend, exhale, stretch the knee out, and then switch sides. Inhale, bringing your knee towards your chest, and then exhaling, extending the knee out towards the back wall. Exhale, down into child's pose. Come to your forearms now. So we're going to kind of do a modified dolphin here. Come up into dolphin pose, and you're going to inhale, lift your right leg all the way into the sky, just like down dog lifted, but this time in dolphin pose. So inhale, lift, and then exhale, slowly lower your foot towards the ground. Inhale, lifting, and then exhaling your foot down to the ground. You can come back down to your knees, take a breath, then back up into dolphin and switch sides. So now inhaling your left leg up, and then exhaling, bringing that foot down to the ground. Just keep following your breath. A couple of more rounds here. And then come back down to your knees, untuck your toes, exhale into child's pose. Take a couple breaths here in child's pose, and then come back up to your knees, tuck your toes, and push back into your down dog. From this down dog, we're going to do a couple of modified side planks. So inhale, look at your hands, and then exhale, rock forward into regular plank, and then bring your right hand towards the center of your mat. Spin to the outer edge of your bottom foot, and then bring your right knee down to the ground. You put your left hand on your hip for now, and from here, on an inhale, we're going to lift that top leg up to the sky. Not really up to the sky, but parallel with the ground. Keep your balance here. It's a little challenging. And then bend your top leg towards your bum. Take that left hand and grab your foot or your ankle, and then release. So inhale, bring your foot in towards your bum. Take a hold of it, and then exhale, extend. And then lower your foot back down to the ground. Lift into side plank completely, or if this is out of range, you can keep that knee down on the ground, and then take your top leg and extend it up into the air. Hold here, keep breathing, and then on an exhale, release your legs down, turn on down to plank, and then push back into child's pose. Take a nice long breath here before you come back up. Push back into down dog. So inhale to your knees, and then exhale to your down dog, and get ready to set up for the other side. So whatever leg you started with, now you're doing your opposite side. So bringing my left hand into the center, and look, you get to look at my butt. I mean, this is purposeful, so you can see the yoga booty growth. So inhale your right leg up, and then go ahead and reach back for it. So inhale, extend, exhale, bring your heel in towards your bum, reach back. This is a bit of a play on balance, so you have to stay focused. Sometimes, our balance is off because we're off in balance in our life. So that's sometimes reflective when we get on the mat. But just follow your breath here. Inhaling, extending, and then exhaling, bringing your heel in towards your bum. Grabbing with that top arm and pulling in. And then go ahead Inhale and then exhale, come into traditional side plank. And we're going to lift that top leg and become stars, the stars that we are. Hold here for a breath or so. And then on an exhale, lower it down, come back into plank, and then down to your knees into child's pose. And take a breath or two here in child's pose. Inhale, come up to your knees, and then exhale, down dog. Take a breath here and widen your stance here in down dog, almost as wide as your mat. And so from here, we're going to breathe and walk your hands in towards your feet and come into a squat from your down dog. All the way, bringing your bum to the ground. Take a breath and then inhale, bum up. Exhale, walk your hands back out into down dog. So we're going to do this for a couple of rounds. Inhaling and then exhaling and then coming down into a squat. So like a traditional yoga squat all the way down. So inhale, bum up. Exhale, walk out your hands towards the top of your mat. And then inhale and then exhale, come on back down into your squat. You have to do squats if you're working on your butt, right? It's part of the process, but yoga squats are sometimes different. So inhale, bum up. Exhale, walk out to your down dog. From here, you're just going to finish out your vinyasa. Bringing your feet to your hands, inhaling up to your fingertips, and then coming up to namaste. So this is the end of our practice today, guys. I hope you subscribe. I hope you've been enjoying the challenge, and I hope you can see that here in my silhouette, there's definitely some growth in my bum. So tell me how it's going and let me know what you think. I appreciate you for being here. Namaste.